because of that constant buffeting that we have by principally commercial organizations trying to harvest our interactions with the world. That's the that's the principal economic model that all these AI companies have had, and the traditional surveillance capitalism companies have had. And the number of degrees of interaction. So what do I mean by that? If you kind of imagine a space of interactions, the number of types of interaction, the frequencies of interaction between you and everything else in the space is dramatically increasing. And in a way, you can consider each one of these degrees of freedom is kind of like a triangulation. So to triangulate something in a two-dimensional space, well, okay, you just need two directions, two signals, directional signals. But we are giving off, if someone is using a mobile phone, for example, they're probably giving off a couple of hundred of these on average per second. Something like that. Maybe not quite as, maybe a dozen, perhaps. Although if you do video, of course, there's vast amounts more. So anyway, between dozens and hundreds of measurements, we are emanating constantly. And so if you collect those together, you can effectively triangulate someone's activities and behavior. And I don't think by chopping out many of them or adding kind of chaff, cover, that you can make that much of a difference. And increasingly it's less. And in terms of the Internet of Things, there's research prototypes now, which I assume are being used by intelligence agencies, of very small electronic circuits that you can just put in paper or put in paint or on the walls that are powered by the GSM stations. And they operate as the GSM radio wave passes through them. It gives them enough power for a very small amount of time to do things. So obviously that tendency is going to continue. It's not like the Internet of Things. It's if you like, intelligent evil dust scattered everywhere, like confetti in everything. So I think it's increasingly hard for human beings to work out how to deal with that. And the only way I can see is that we've got to securitize this problem. Computer security industry is it's been engaged in outrageous securitization for a very long period of time, hyping up threats, etc. I get how the game is played. It needs to be securitized in a different way. We need to securitize by securitize, I mean, you turn something into a threat and thereby change behavior or get economic gain from it. So we need to securitize the threat to elites by these developments. The people who run these companies, it's a threat to them. It's a threat to the most powerful people in society. And to eliminate the notion that there's a place that powerful people can hide from, or skilled people can hide from this phenomenon. And that's the way to get all those people who have an ability to make a difference, to make a difference.